when they play Liverpool in the FA Cup final this coming weekend. And then Fergie's Babes will put their minds to even greater glory in the Champions League.
The Premiership title is perhaps just reward for Alex Ferguson, who has poured so much into a Manchester United team that just seems to get younger and younger. But when the season began with defeat at Villa Park, many thought the gamble on youth rather than experience was a bad one. But as the season wore on, Fergie's kids proved their worth, and some are already making comparisons with Sir Matt Busby's Babes.
And I think Alex built a similar sort of side here, or is in the process of building it, because we don't know what he's still got in the youth team, the reserves coming through. I believe there's great talent lower down still to come through yet. So, I mean, I think they'll dominate. I say they'll dominate. I'm not saying they'll win everything, but they will be in contention for the league and the Cup and the European Cup, I would think, for the next 10 years at least.
If this is to be the start of another great era at Old Trafford, Ferguson knows he must now search for glory in Europe.
They want to achieve success in Europe. Won the European Cup Winners' Cup with Manchester United, but we'll be looking to win the Champions Cup, which is the pinnacle of European football.
The next chapter would have to be another glorious double with victory in the FA Cup, but Fergie knows Liverpool will no doubt want to spoil the party. Richie Johnson, Sky News.
But far from being despondent about missing out on a title they haven't won for 69 years.
Again next season. With success in the Premiership and Manchester City relegated, United fans are hoping they can complete a unique treble on Saturday by winning the FA Cup. Now, the differing fortunes of the two clubs illustrates how important it is to be in the Premiership.
For the third time in 4 years, they were painting Old Trafford red. The championship party had gone on long into the night, and after the early morning clean-up, the fans, old and young, descended on the Theatre of Dreams again, fans from all over the world.
Unfortunately, we couldn't walk on the hallowed sod, but it was close enough. Yes. The next time we see it on the box, we'll know all about it.
That's right. By mid-morning, they were thronging to United's famous museum for a glimpse of what it's all about. Another piece of silverware and United's passport to the European Cup. Elbow grease was the order of the day to wipe away the excesses of the night before.
You got a lot of polish because you might have the FA Cup to go alongside that.
Oh, we'll have plenty of polish, don't we? And the boys here will be more than willing to polish it, so... yeah, there's plenty of volunteers for that. No mistake about that.
A few miles away, across Manchester, they were busy polishing as well. But it certainly wasn't silverware, and while Old Trafford bubbled, Main Road was flat and deserted. City relegated to the Ensley League, their Premiership lifeline cut, and one half of the city's footballing fraternity down and out.
Sad day, but I think we'll bounce back anyway. You know, you just got to look on the bright side. Nothing else for it.
The contrast back at Old Trafford was glaring. A sea of happy fans surrounded by offers of T-shirts a £5 and badges for less. Nothing, though, compared to the scramble for souvenirs inside the United megastore. Success has got the cash tills ringing, with fans clamouring for championship posters just hours after the event. But the real cash is still to come. From next season's European Cup campaign, United stand to gain £5 million from TV rights and an extra £10 million from endorsements. City, by contrast, stand to lose a fortune. Relegation will cost them around £4 million from TV rights, plus an expected £2 million at the turnstiles. So, while Manchester United can dream of a much bigger picture next season and the likes of Ajax and Milan, this Main Road leads to Oxford, Barnsley, Grimsby and the rest, and it won't be an easy journey back. Chris Scudder, Sky News, Manchester.